hmm Yeah, I just got in here, and it is 5:30. Yeah. You know what's been busy in the library, and I'm kind of not surprised about that. Gave me some extra time to do some research about the various laws of the state of Washington. Yes. You know, it's really something when the state prosecutes an individual, yes, for the accusation of being in Sequim, Washington, yes. And then I had the evidence that I wasn't there, yeah, for the fake crime, where there was the fake perpetrator that was acting the part of Paul Budnick, yes. For the fake victim, yes, that was or was not Heidi Budnick, yeah. hmm So that you, as the fake law enforcement department right now, could have me arrested, yes, for the fake accusation of violating the restraint provisions of the protection order, yeah. So I could go to a fake judge, yes. hmm And I could have a fake mental health evaluation, yep, where the actual wording of the evaluation was plagiarized from the state of Washington's literature. No, this it looks well. It looks like this state is just a fake state. Yes. As I was reading it, the accusation of domestic violence. Yes. Even though the victim may or may not want to press charges. Yeah. Um, is up to the prosecuting attorney, the district attorney, or the city's attorney. Yes. Could you get me those city's attorneys in each and every city of the United States? I thought somebody was upset in Port Angeles that I was being such an. I looked online at some of the videos this morning. Yes. And it seemed like there's been some volume adjustments. Yes. Yes, yes. And it's a concern of mine because I'd like to be able to hear what I say. Can you hear what I'm saying? Yes. Because as I look at it, my son has experienced an ankle injury. Yes. Because he was playing football. And on approximately January 9th of 2019, I found out that he's going to graduate at 19 and a half years old because he's 2 years behind everybody else in his class. Oh, he's 2 years ahead. Yeah. Yeah. And you just don't want to enforce my rights as a father? See, on 10/6 of 2016, yes, although he did not participate in the competency evaluation, yeah, he spoke for 25 minutes about how he disputed, yes, the charges against him. He denied having a mental illness and resented that a competency evaluation was ordered. He was diagnosed with unspecified schizophrenia spectrum and other psychotic disorder, yes, versus unspecified bipolar disorder with psychotic features. He was found unable to proceed to trial. But I could have been put in Western State Hospital, couldn't I? Just looking at the facilities available for restoration. Yeah. Reading the state's literature. Yeah. It looks like what was written in the mental health evaluation is word for word what the state literature had produced as an explanation. Yeah. Now, these licensed, or should I say professional persons that do the evaluations, yeah, you would think that every evaluation would be special to each and every individual. Or do all of us that have restoration all have the same mental illness? Yeah. See, this says the primary psychotic disorders are broadly classified under schizophrenia spectrum and other psychotic disorders. Yes, similar to schizophrenia spectrum and other psychotic disorder. Yeah, yes, yes. Now, this is actually in the state's literature. Schizophrenia is one type of psychotic disorder. Lack of insight into one's mental illness, very common among individuals with schizophrenia, may include a complete disbelief that they have a disorder. Yeah. This can create barriers to engaging in treatment and to medication and treatment adherence. Yeah. Ensuring engagement with treatment often requires external motivators, yes, housing, financial, emotional support. Examples of other disorders with psychotic features are schizoaffective disorder, delusional disorder, persecutory delusional disorder, schizophrenia form disorder, and psychotic disorder. Yes. Well, look, I have a little psychotic disorder. Yes. And then there's the people with bipolar disorder and depression, transiently in personality disorders. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. May also present with psychotic symptoms. Yeah. Now, the individuals employed in each of these states, yes. You just copy and paste from the state's literature what this is. See, when I read the state's literature, yeah, it gives examples of individuals and why they might need restoration treatment. Yeah. And I did actually look this up in the DSM manual. Yeah. I found one of those here. Yes. And for some reason, this thought of me being in Sequim, Washington on December 31st. You know, we talked about the psychiatrist. Yes. Best practices in forensic mental health. Yes. I kind of made some pictures about that. The Dusky. Yeah. And then Washington State has recently passed a new law. Yes. Allocating what could be $1 billion for those that have mental health issues. Yes. Now, I just wanted to know right now, what makes you think I'm psychotic, yes, schizophrenic, and bipolar when you have the evidence I wasn't in Sequim, Washington? See, Washington State Legal System Guide to Forensic Mental Health Services, yes. Now, the individuals employed, yeah. Office of Attorney General, yes. Could you get me their employment contracts with the state? Because as I remember it, I emailed a lot of the individuals employed in the state of Washington. And it looks to me like this is a fake state. Now, you wanted to say I was delusional for thinking that I was in an actual state of the United States of America. Could you get me all the employees of DSHS? Yeah, in every state of the United States, because it looks like 2.4 million of us in Washington state. Yeah. We are dependent upon the generosity of the state of Washington, yes, to help meet our needs. But when I emailed the state of Washington, right, that I didn't get a dissolution of marriage, I didn't get any due process when being arrested. See, I didn't get. Oh, look at the Office of Forensic Mental Health Services. Well, forensic telehealth. Yes, I kind of looked through this. Yes, you would think that the Office of Forensic Mental Health Services, if they did have the evidence that I wasn't in Sequim, Washington, yes, they would immediately remove their fraudulent mental health. Well, you would have thought that the Office, right, of Forensic Mental Health, yes, as soon as they found out that I wasn't in Jefferson County, they would have immediately removed the mental health evaluation of Phyllis. Yes. Now, these fake employees right now somehow don't actually believe that you would have arrested an innocent person knowing they weren't in Sequim, Washington. Yes. Knowing that I wasn't in Jefferson County. Right. And knowing, yes, that I did not email anybody in the Quilcene and Brennan school districts. Now, the individuals in the employment of the DSHS, yes, Office of Forensic Mental Health Services, I'm going to sue every one of them.